Hey guys, welcome back to Live Your Style. I'm Sharrah. That's Scout. Scout, are you so sleepy? This is Scout, and today we are going to talk about how to have the perfect dinner party. Now I know we are stepping into the holidays. I kind of felt like this was a good time for us to share a video about some of my tips and tricks on all the ways that I put together a really great, fun, delicious, yummy, beautiful, homey, cozy, sweet, all the things dinner party, no matter what type of dinner party, because there are different types of dinner parties, right? You've got your casual dinner party, you've got your formal dinner party, you've got your I'm just now meeting the in-laws dinner party. That's like a whole different kind of dinner party. So I'm gonna give you guys a few tips that are kind of gonna reach and touch all those different elements of those different types of dinner parties. And hopefully you guys will learn a few things to incorporate into your holiday parties throughout the season. And if you have not joined the Live It Journal family, this is the week to join, because if only for this week, you guys are going to get such a beefed out journal entry that's gonna be so full of all the different elements to include in all these different types of dinner parties. Yes, we go through how to make it really fun in a casual dinner party, things to serve at those dinner parties, to all the topics, icebreakers, and things that you guys can include in those dinner parties if it's really fun or if it's kind of tense and not the most comfortable situation. I got your back, and it's in the journal. So click the link below and sign up this week. Okay, if you guys haven't subscribed, you know what to do. Click that button, and let's jump into number one. Okay, so the first thing that you guys should consider when you are planning your dinner party is consider the guest list. Now I know that sounds obvious, but consider not just like who you want to invite, but what group of people are they? What's their vibe? And like, is it going to be a really fancy, more formal, a little bit more naturally tense situation? Or is it going to be kind of like a laid back, informal, casual, fun hangout session with you and your friends, or maybe some neighbors? Number two is think about entertainment. Okay, so this is something that's super important. Once you identify who you're inviting, you guys can then think through what's gonna happen during the evening. If it's a formal situation, you may not want to play games, but there are maybe some conversation starter cards you could get, or just be really intentional and thoughtful before people show up of maybe a table topic or a table conversation you guys could all take part in. If you guys are having a more casual evening, you guys can pick a couple really fun board games or group activities that you guys could do together. If you have a really competitive, intense group of friends, you probably don't want to play like Settlers of Catan, even though it's a great game. You maybe want to play something a little more mild, but if you have a bunch of people that everyone knows each other really well, and it's kind of a fun environment, think through how many people are gonna play, maybe like the layout of the space if you have somewhere great to play. And if you can't put a board out, maybe you guys do something like charades, or kind of just thinking through activities that you can do after eating takes place. Because, you know, a great dinner party doesn't have to just do with dinner. It has to do with the whole evening. When Tyler and I got married, planning a dinner party was something I was so excited about because, I don't know, it was just like we finally had our house that was like just ours. We could invite our friends over. It was just really fun for me to like plan a get together and get to be super intentional with all the different elements and all the different details. So I really hope that this gives you guys just some really good tips and helpful ways to like give you guys confidence to invite friends over and feel like you have a beautiful space to do that in, and also a lot of fun things planned to really enjoy it. Number three, be mindful of the menu. Nowadays, people are allergic to stuff. Make sure that if your guests are gluten-free, that you make a gluten-free meal or have a gluten-free option, making sure there aren't any peanut allergies, just basic stuff like that, because there is nothing that will ruin a dinner party faster than a peanut allergy gone wrong. Just ask my brother. It wasn't my fault. You also want to be mindful of the layout of the food. So if you guys are going to do a plated situation, you want to make sure you have obviously enough plates and utensils and things like that that will serve all the people you're inviting. If they're more finger foods, that means you guys are going to have to be more intentional with the types of dishes and display that you put out. And again, you could just use paper plates, but who wants to do that when you can be all fancy-pantsy and make it look super bomb and Pinteresty? Remember that word Pinteresty? I used to use that all the time back in the day. And sometimes you may not want to make any of the food yourself. You may do a potluck style, or you can order out. But think ahead of those things, write them down, and make sure you have enough of the serving plates and set up to make that happen. Great question of the video. I made up the word Pinteresty because we all know what that really means, right? Like when I say Pinteresty, you know what I mean, but obviously it's not a real word. So what words have you guys made up that, you know, people just get it? They may not be real words, but they just get it. I wanna know. We'll just make up our own glossary. It'll be great. Number 4 is all about ambiance. Okay, so ambiance kind of includes things like candles, having fresh flowers not just on the dining table or on a coffee table, but maybe in the bathroom or little areas like that, just thinking through the little details. Additionally, putting candles around the house. You can use candles instead of lights to kind of set a more dreamy, moody vibe, or you can just be placing candles around the house that are fragranced, that smell really nice to kind of add like a whole different level to your senses to kind of make it smell really yummy. You also want to think through things like temperature. Is it going to be extremely hot? Should you maybe see if you could get another fan, or like if you don't have AC like us, maybe it's going to be freezing and you need to make sure people know to bring jackets or whatever. Just be thinking through kind of like all those different aspects of the evening. One of my favorite things that I'm always glad I think about beforehand is putting together a playlist for the evening. So whether that's something that's really casual or whether that's something that's more fancy. If you guys are going to be cooking with a significant other, I have a couple different playlists that are really amazing that I'm gonna be putting on the Live It journal that I highly recommend that you guys can kind of use if you are interested, but it's good to plan that ahead of time. That way you're not like frantically trying to think of what to play and then you just resort to like Michael Jackson Thriller or something. Not to say that's a bad song, it's just maybe not the vibe you want for your in-laws, you know? And if you guys are doing some sort of a congratulations party or a happy birthday party or a surprise party, it's always good to be thinking of little decorations that you guys can be putting around, whether that be a tassel garland or maybe a happy birthday sign or streamers or something like that to make it kind of extra fun and special. Number 5, be thinking of seating. So if you guys are going to plan your dinner party, you know your guest list, you know the vibe that you want, you kind of know the entertainment and the menu of how it's gonna flow. Now you can kind of pick, okay, where do I want people to sit? If it's a buffet style food situation, then you can be a lot more casual with where people sit around the house. They could be sitting on the sofa, maybe you bring in an extra chair or bench from another room, maybe you move all the chairs. Like for us, whenever we have people over, we take all the chairs out from around the dining room table, we add our extra leaf into the dining table, and we move the chairs around the rest of the house so people can sit. And then the table kind of just becomes a place to kind of set up all the food and make it look really cute and people can walk by and get their food. You can also be thinking through ways to maximize floor seating. So I like to go and get some of those like larger oversized cushions that I can kind of scoot underneath the coffee table or behind the curtain and then pull those out and make those available for people. That way it's a little more comfortable to sit on their butts and then they can kind of just eat around the coffee table. Kind of add some extra seating. And lastly, if you guys are having a little bit more of an elegant dinner where you want people to be able to sit at a table and have their own place setting, I'm just so glad you asked because I'm going to tell you all about place settings next in number 6. Number 6, the final thing to consider, my favorite thing to consider when it comes to hosting a dinner party is the place settings. Even if you guys decide to have like a casual get together, you want to just have a buffet style, people bring different foods and different sides, you can still make it special and feel super cute by doing a really great display. Use different heights. You guys can use boxes. You can use books. You guys know I love books. I use books all the time. You guys can use runners down the middle of the table, depending on what you're eating. And again, if you guys have a really fun menu, I know for Tyler's 30th birthday, we did a pizza party. So I got these really cool, like giant pizza rounds that were like pizza shaped, like you would put in a hot oven. They're basically like a big plate lift. And they allowed for 3 different pizzas. I could prop them up a little bit higher. I put some candles on the table. It was just really fun and felt really special, even though it was just a casual pizza party. And if you guys do something more casual and you have all the food kind of laid out in a display, it's really fun to get those little food cards. If you do not have an actual stand to write something on, take a lemon, cut it in half, put a toothpick in the round side of it and turn it on a flat side, and then put your little, you can like tape or glue, hot glue, a little index card or a smaller, not as big of an index card actually, like a smaller card, and then write the food on that and put it next to that bowl so people know what it is. If you guys want to use paper plates, you can use just regular white ones, or if you guys go to Target, I'm sure they have them on Amazon, you can get this awesome brand. They're called Cheeky. They make the cutest designs of paper plates and cups and stuff, and they have a really great campaign behind them. They help feed America. Every 1 package of paper plates that you buy, they give out 1 meal. So It's really cool. I love things that have like a good cause behind them. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys loved this video. It was a quick one this week, but if you haven't noticed on Instagram, I'm traveling in Italy. Crazy how I can do 2 things at once, right? No, we're filming this video early, and I thought it'd be timely since we are stepping into fall, which is crazy. Summer is almost over. The cold will come back, but I can't wait for the holidays. We have a lot of fun things planned for you guys for Halloween and for Christmas and for Thanksgiving and all the fun holidays to come. And I thought this would be kind of a good segue into that and talking about entertaining and having people over. So I hope these things helped you guys. And I don't know, having people into your home is a really cool thing and a great way for you guys to love on your friends and family. So this whole topic really is important to me, and like, I don't know, I just love it. So I hope you guys enjoy it just as much as I did. Thank you so much for watching. If you have not subscribed, click that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. And go follow on Instagram if you guys are not following. I will put my Instagram handle down below and you guys can check it out there. Oh, and give this video a thumbs up. I mean, I know you already did, but just in case you didn't, just a little reminder. Okay, have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.